Hi everyone. Right, basically, I didn't trust Survival Stu, so I had to go and do it my own way. I went to the fish and chip shop, but it means I'm late for club. But it's alright, I'm on my way. Come on, let's go. Don't want to be late. Trying to get there quick. Don't trust this Survival.
You alright?
Alright, where have you been?
Fish and chip shop. Survival Stu. He told me.
Well, we haven't turned your mic on. Do you want to mic? Yeah, because you weren't here.
I'd love to turn my mic on.
Yeah.
Oh what? My word! I've just run all the way from the fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
Because Survival Stu said that I needed to survive on fish and chips, and there was no other way.
What?
No other way.
I set this up earlier.
Yeah.
Legit, it worked.
What's that?
Well, he put all the stuff in the microwave, and it went round, and look, I've got it.
So I need to run. I didn't need to be late.
What have you got, Kieran?
I've got chips. Fish and chip shop.
What? We're just waiting on Ed's. Ed's is in there.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna happen soon.
It's fine.
You should have just.
Ah!
Oh.
What's this?
Look,
Come on,
I told you it worked. Look, chips.
I've just run. I'm late.
Look at that.
I was late for no reason.
It's genuinely like this is great. I mean, the white
Mine are probably cold as well because I've just run.
Well, we got to trust Survival Stu.
You know
I
what?
mean, we all know from last week.
Yeah.
So we all know that from last week that no one could see me last week. So I don't know why you didn't trust Survival Stu to supply us with dinner.
Mine is cold. Do you know what? Ed, have you got a button that could roll titles?
I think we almost certainly could. Go!
Was it start with again? I've got it now.
Hold up, it's Thursday night, that means Young Life Club is on tonight. YLUNG, LIFE. YLUNG, LIFE. YLUNG, Hold up, it's Thursday night.
Young Life Club is on
Tonight. Hold up, it's Thursday night.
Young Life Club is on
Tonight. I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life.
Hold up, it's first tonight. Young Life Club is on tonight.
I'm going back to Young Life. I'm going back to Young Life.
Hold up, it's Thursday night. That means Young Life Club is on tonight.
Yeah,
We're back.
We're here.
Back. I've got chips.
Dinner is served. Thank you, Survival Stu, for that top tip. It worked.
I should have believed in you. I'm still out of breath.
So, I mean, I'm full of chips now. So, welcome to what is it? It's May the 6th. We're into May. When did that happen?
May.
Welcome to club. Kieran, Phil, how are you?
Doing well. I'm pretty tired, but I'm doing okay.
Are you?
Buzzing for tonight.
What time did you start?
I actually didn't start. I didn't work today.
Oh, okay.
Little girl was up late night, and then I just couldn't get back to sleep. And then we've had just a busy day, a full-on day with trying to think about
stuff,
things.
Thinking stuff.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to tonight?
For me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready for a life story. I'm ready to hear more about one of our leaders. So for me, Emma's life story. Get excited.
Okay. Kieran, I meant to go to a wide shot there.
Okay, we're there. For me, I'm now fully trusting in Survival Stu because I didn't put my faith in him last week. I went to the chip shop. I'm out of breath. I need to listen. So I'm ready for Survival Stu's
Survival
Top
Stu.
tips.
I'm looking
Nice.
forward to the
changing them up and I can see
Ruth
it.
Cordell.
Oh.
There will, I'm sure, be some Ruth Cordell.
Ruth Cordell has a lot of fans. There are a lot
James
of people that
Blundell
love
is
Ruth Cordell.
full of Tim Hortons.
Oh.
No.
Who's
Tim
he?
likes. Yes, I'm just looking through. Oh, yes, well done, Josh. Revenge of the Sixth.
Oh, that's good because it was May the 4th. And,
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so welcome to Thursday. Phil,
Yeah.
you made reference to spending the day with somebody,
Yeah.
which brings us nicely
I would
into
love.
that somebody.
Yeah. Love you
was
to do the
Sarah.
intro.
Sorry, I did that in a chips
Chipper.
mouth accent.
Very chipper.
Which nicely brings me on to the subject of accents. Ladies and gentlemen, hear the theme music. Here it is, because it's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
There's no theme music, and I still am not good at accents.
We believe
So-
you're an accent master.
If this is your first time watching us, Sarah doesn't like theme tunes. She never has. She believes they're the worst
That's
part
not
of any
true,
program.
Ed.
Oh, right, you just
excuse
don't
me.
like mine. Okay, you don't like my
Okay, but that's
theme tunes.
partly true. No, I've just said that yours are very long.
Involved and thorough. I prefer thorough.
All right, thorough. Who
Okay,
else thinks
so-
that Ed's theme songs are
Good
long?
question.
I'd also like to know people's favourite.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it, but I reckon Ruth Cordell.
She's a big fan.
That one is an earworm. It gets stuck in your
It
head.
is.
That's
It
a
is.
good one, though.
Sarah, you weren't
Yes.
here last week,
No, I
and
wasn't.
we had somebody fill in for you doing accents.
Wasn't me though.
I'm sure they did brilliantly.
Yes. I think you should thank them in person. Here's Tim.
Hey.
Hey.
Just so you
Tim
know,
in
Sarah,
Scotland.
Tim had no idea. last week
Yay.
he was gonna do it.
Well
He
done,
had
Tim.
Absolutely no idea. Last week
He
was
did
gonna
it
roll.
completely cold, and he didn't know that he was going to do it last week.
Thank you for
So-
stepping up and taking on the accent challenge for me.
Well,
He did it
I'm,
so
I'm
well.
glad we've got our accent queen back this week anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he did do it well. You're right, Kieran.
I don't like where this
It's
is going.
like
Can we
an
get rid of
accent
that?
queen and an accent king.
Accent
Oh,
list.
Tim, I'm so sorry. I think
Well,
I think
drag
you're
me
stuck.
into.
I think we kind of combine them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do it.
I think we should. So we're just gonna send you both a list of accents, and we'd like you to converse with each other.
Oh my
with those
goodness.
Accents.
We'll take notes.
Tim,
Just
Kieran
clarify,
and-
please make sure that you have received a message from me.
I
Yes.
have.
Are we
Wonderful.
doing
So,
these one at
there
a
are
time?
3, and you will both do the same one at the same time to help us all figure out what is what, and you will have a conversation.
All right, Tim, we can do it. Are you ready?
Kieran is ready. He's got his clipboard.
We can do this. We can do this.
okay. Oh, I'd like to say we had Dingo Barbecue Gate. I don't want to hear any localized words.
This is what happens when I'm not
Dingo
prepared.
Barbecue Gate. Yeah.
Do you know?
Well,
No, there's certain words, isn't there? You have to say certain words, and that's
Do it
what
in your
triggers
head.
the accent. And sometimes those
knows?
words are things
He's done
related
his
to the
studies.
accent.
Dingo was apparently mine.
Also, just to clarify for everyone at home and yourselves, Kieran and Ed do not know the accents.
no.
I was panicked that.
And still won't know after we've done them.
So we need all the help we can in the chat. So
Yes.
chip in anytime you want.
Way.
Thank you.
Yes. Robert
Okay.
Woodland is demanding a full-length theme tunes, 3 minutes minimum, with an epic saga length, 15 minutes.
Nice.
Robert, I
when's
thought
your
we were
birthday?
friends.
My kind of person. Okay, so Sarah
Okay.
and Tim, we would like you to start your first accent, and I haven't got popcorn. I've got chips, so I'm going to eat them.
We just have to start talking.
Please.
It's good to talk.
Ask him about his day, Sarah.
Oi, Tim! How's your day been? I just
What
had
is
a
the-
bagel. You want a bagel?
Oh, okay.
I would love a bagel.
How about some coffee? You want some coffee to go with that
Oh,
bagel?
coffee. You mean coffee? Coffee. Yeah, I'll have some
Coffee.
I would
coffee.
argue bagel is localized.
You want a coffee? It's a bagel.
What are people
Bagels in
thinking?
Hertford.
I'm saying Cockney. Dylan is saying
I know
Cockney. I
Cockney.
can...
That might be what it was. That was what it
People
was.
say
think it's gone
coffee for
somewhere else.
every accent I do.
Maddie You're saying Boston.
Ooh.
Oh,
Anna
Maddie.
just loves bagels. I'm with you,
Tia,
Anna.
I do.
Australia.
Bagels are good.
Boston, Australia, New York.
Interesting.
New
Oh,
York.
oh,
Bagels?
oh.
That's not
Interesting.
good job I'm not doing it.
yeah, what are we doing? We should not be doing any
No,
of this.
it's not
Yes.
going in.
Okay, so I think. Oh, James thinks.
Boston and
Boston.
another New York.
Oh, Helen.
Ooh.
We're
Helen's
going
here.
East Coast.
East Coast of the
East
US.
Coast.
Helen.
Taylor's still solid on Australian. He's still very much.
Yeah.
I'm
James,
slipping
I
to
think.
Can we
Boston
have
for a
one
bit.
more
Little bit more.
little just interaction from you?
Talk about sport.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the Yankees later today. You want to come and watch the Yankees with me? Down at the harbour.
I would
That's
say
Boston.
this
I'm
is
getting
verging
so
on
confused.
dingo barbecue.
Maps here.
Dingo barbecue. Gate. I'm sorry. I think we all accept. I mean, it could be British.
Thanks, Taylor.
It's all just embarrassed Brits.
Yes. Okay, so I think, I think we accept. Yes, Maddie. I think it's New York.
Yes, thank you,
Is that what you're
Maddie.
going with? Okay, there we go.
Ding,
Come
ding,
on.
Ding, ding, ding. If I had an audio for you, I would. Oh, I do.
Hey,
Is it all that soundboard? You
That's
don't
it.
have the
It's
ding.
either that or.
more chips.
Yeah,
Let's
you actually should brought that up
Okay.
because I know what else is on that soundboard.
Okay, so your second conversation, please.
Tim to start. Thank you.
I was gonna say, I think Tim should start.
So, Sarah, what have you been up to today?
Oh,
Trying to find a pot of gold at the bottom of the rainbow.
goodness me.
I mean, give it away.
I was going to ask about your shower. You sure?
Dingo
For
barbecue.
sure.
You sure? You sure you're shower? Shower? Did you have a shower? Sure?
You have a shower today?
You sure? The shore?
It's getting there.
I mean,
creeping
we've
towards
got
it.
Scottish, we've got Irish, got a couple of Irish early doors.
Yeah, it's Dinglish.
Definitely English.
Good job.
This is
Oh, a lot of Irish. I mean,
goodness.
I think you see, this is where they're coming. They found their sweet spot.
And I think what's lovely about this is Sarah's boss is obviously, well, probably one up, obviously,
Yeah.
is based in Ireland. So hopefully
Northern
she'll watch
Ireland.
this.
Well, have you fired?
Northern Ireland.
Okay.
Can't
That's
do
wonderful. So I think we can go a lot of people.
Steve King goes Irish with Australian accent. Very good.
Very
You
good.
guys
I
have
heard
gotten
that.
into my head.
Steve, I heard that.
Okay,
They're the final one, please.
we've got a final one for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen closely, everyone.
Okay, hang on. Mario, the linguine, you need to take it. It's going to burn itself. Quick, check the linguine.
Is this another dingo?
The dingo?
Sounds
It's
like a
dog.
dingo.
I think Tim is onto something here. Mario, the use of Mario, of course, world famous for the Mario Kart, the plumber. Japanese.
What?
Nintendo was Japanese.
An
What?
early answer. James straight back in there. Italian. Anna Italian. Steve
Italian
King.
Dinglish.
Pizza.
I need to
Pizza.
go to a pizzeria.
Mario.
Mario. I like that.
Yes,
Emma.
I like Emma's. Moldovan from Dylan.
Close.
Close. Same planet.
Oh, man.
I
Same
think we
planet.
can say a lot of people got that one. Italian, so there was a bit of dingo barbecue, but
Yeah.
maybe that should be the new name of the game.
The dingo barbecue.
That is wonderful. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. I hope
To the king and queen of accents.
Oh, my goodness.
You
We
too. Thank you so
salute
much.
you.
4 weeks of this all there.
I can only apologize, Tim. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
Tim, you thought you could escape by going to Scotland. No, my friend.
Jokes on
It's,
you.
you can never escape.
Oh, goodness.
I've got a new camera angle.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah and Tim, have great weeks. Thank you very much for playing our silly game.
You're very welcome.
You never know, we may see you again in a bit.
You never know.
Tim, still in Scotland?
Yep, still in Scotland.
When you leave Scotland, will you be taking your cupboard with you?
See if I can fit it in the car.
Lovely! Ladies and gentlemen, Tim and Sarah! Oh, that was great.
Through the comments just to try and find out what people really think about these theme tunes, there wasn't a lot of chat. I thought there'd be a clear favourite. I thought there'd be one that would come out on top.
No,
but
what
it
have you
didn't.
got?
Nothing. No one put in their favourite.
No one has a
That's
favourite.
I was so quiet, really focusing.
No
findings.
favourite theme tunes.
But there is one that gets stuck in my head.
Oh, Anna, I like. We want
We want
a me tune, theme tune. I think it's
theme
meant
tune.
to.
Oh yes, the tune.
We want a theme tune. Yes,
Is it time for a theme tune?
do the tune, but in an accent. Oh, that's a challenge. Okay, I'll tell you what. If you want a theme tune, have I got a theme tune for you? Don't worry. Yes, I have. And it's this one.
Here comes Ruth Cordell with 3 stories of a life. 2 are true and 1 is false. Work out which. 2 roots and a lie. 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 Which are which?
You see, we have to have long theme tunes so we can eat our dinner.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Okay, so here's a game where we have the wonderful Ruth Cordell, who comes on and tells us 3 life stories. 2 are truths, 1 is a lie, and you have to work out which. And
We
Phil
try
and
our best,
Kieran,
but we've failed every time so far.
yeah, we haven't got it right so far. Sadly, Ruth, are you there?
Ruth, we've got questions for you.
Ruth. I mean, she's not there. So, but she did very helpfully send us some videos. So, would you like to know what Ruth's topic for her 3 stories are this
Yes,
week?
I'll get ready to note it down.
Here we come.
So my 3 stories tonight are entitled Accidents at Work.
Accidents at work,
Oh.
not occurrences. Accidents.
Ah.
Accidents. Okay, so she doesn't say what her jobs are
Yeah.
in these occurrences, but they're all things that have happened at work.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to give you 3 stories. James Murray loved that theme tune.
Yeah.
Was that another chip?
Yeah, it was a chip. It's kind of going up and down the wrong way, but hey, we're gonna move smooth. Okay, so we've got 3 stories. Here's Ruth's first story.
So my first story, and you should know because this comes into all of the stories. I'm quite a jumpy person, so if you were to jump out at me and go rah, I would almost certainly scream. So the first story goes as follows. I was at work and I was locking up and I was just going around the building checking that all the windows were locked and closed and the doors were locked and closed and that the lights were off, and I was coming down the stairs and all of a sudden my boss jumped out at me and went rah, and he and I screamed and I lost my footing on the stairs and then fell down the stairs and took him out as well. So I mean, it serves him right really for scaring me.
Boom! Ah, sorry. Couldn't resist. So, the story of... Oh, that's a bit close. The first story, she was locking up at work, and her boss jumped out on her, causing her to jump down some steps, and she took him out as well.
Which is very nice considering he's just attacked her to take him out afterwards for what, dinner? What?
I think she floored him.
Great.
So, what I would say about that is really good information that she's given us, that she's easily scared when we
Remember
jump
that.
out on her.
All of you.
That is going to
remember
be lovely
Take
when
the
we're
note.
back in the same building. And 2, She did. She waited to give us that information until she was in another country, i.e. Wales. Ruth, how are we meant to jump out on you if you're in another country? Okay, so that's the first story. The first story was she was locking up. Her boss jumped out on her, and she fell down some stairs and took him out as she did. Okay, you ready for story number 2?
Yep.
Okay, here it comes.
My second story, I went on a team building thing. So everybody's there, my boss is there. We had to build rafts. It's ridiculous. If you've ever done building rafts, you know how ridiculous it is. And we built this raft, and then we had to take it out onto, we went to Stanborough Lakes, and we had to take it out onto the lake, and we had to race against the other team. And then we had to stand on our raft, so we had to stand up and do all of this sort of actions. And of course, my boss thought it'd be hilarious to try and scare me, so he went rah, and I jumped, screamed obviously, and then fell in the lake, and I couldn't get back on the raft. And we tried for about 10 minutes to get me back on this raft, and it just wasn't people were pulling me up. They had hold of my life jacket, they tried to yank me back onto the raft, and no, just didn't happen. And in the end, I had to swim back to the shore. I'm quite a good swimmer, so it's all right. The next day, I couldn't lift my arms because that's how we've been trying to get me back onto the boat and the raft, and my arms were covered in bruises, and then my ribs were covered in bruises, and actually my stomach was covered in bruises, weirdly, and it was really painful to move for about a week afterwards.
Sorry.
Couldn't help it.
Sorry, that's...
Oh dear. That was loud in my ear as well.
Oh, yeah.
Right in my ear.
So easily amused. So the second story is she went raft building and her boss again jumped out on her. He didn't learn the first time.
No.
This is what I think she's being bullied. And she fell off a raft and she couldn't get back on it. And in the process of doing so, bruised most of her body up.
What I've learned is she's a good swimmer, though.
She is a good swimmer.
I'll put for the notes on that: raft, build, swim.
Yeah, taking the positives.
What I'm realising is she's titled it "Accidents at Work." None of these are accidents.
None of these have anything to do with work. So team building exercise. It's locking up after work.
Yeah.
James is right. James says get HR involved.
Yes. Yes. I've got a degree in it. Okay. Kieran just scared my brother. He screamed. Sorry, Dylan's brother.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so they're the first two stories. Here's
well,
Ruth's third story.
And the third story, we went to Alton Towers as a group from work, and I don't like rides particularly. I really don't like roller coasters. About my speed is if you've got go on the rapids at Legoland. That's about as exciting as I can manage. And they talked me on to a roller coaster. They're like, it's not that fast. It's no worse than going on the log flume, and I quite like the log flume actually. It's no worse than going on the log flume. You'll love it. Come on, it's brilliant. You'll really enjoy it. So they convinced me. So of course we queued up for ages. I have no idea what the ride was called. Maybe some of you will recognise it from my description. So we got on the ride, and of course it goes, and I'm not enjoying it. It's sort of up and down and like this, and I'm really hating it. And then it got worse because we went into like a tunnel and it went pitch black, and I was like, brilliant, it's over, I can get off now. And of course it didn't stop because we went dark, and then suddenly it just sort of dropped, and then it dropped again. And at which point I'm screaming my head off because I'm not enjoying it. And then it starts going backwards. So it's done everything that we'd already done backwards, and I'm just screaming, I hate you all, how could you do this to me, it's horrible, I hate you. Like, I'm not gonna ever talk to you ever again. And then it finishes, and my boss, who had been sat next to me the whole time, had to help me off of the ride. And then I looked at his arm, and it was covered in blood. Because at some point during the ride, no idea when, I had grabbed hold of him and dug my nails into his arm so deep that it drew blood. And those are my 3 stories. Can you guess which is the lie?
I don't know what's happening. Ladies and gents, I hope you can hear me and see me.
I can hear you in my ear.
Can you? Yeah, but I think that's elsewhere. I don't know if we're still going out live or not. We're having some technical difficulties. I don't know if that's coming through or if you can hear me or see me.
Tell us if you can hear Phil.
Yeah, or if someone, a leader, can text and say, what's happening to me? We're trying to sort it out. It's a nice camera angle, this is, isn't it? Anyway, back to the stories, if you can hear me. And I'll be completely honest with you. I have been far too interested in scheming and planning how I can scare... Okay, thank you, Tim. How I can scare Ruth. So all these stories are very much...
They don't matter, do they?
They really don't matter.
So she's on the stairs.
Yep.
She's on a raft built swim.
Okay.
And she's got a roller coaster situation.
So what?
Should we go for the fun word? Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Is that what we go for? Or
yeah,
do we...
I think
Ed pointed out as we were watching that they're 3 very detailed stories, and so it is very well thought out.
Very well thought
whichever
out.
one it is. And we don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ed knows which one it is because he has the... Do you know which one it is?
I haven't watched the review.
You haven't- oh, so Ed
I've got
doesn't
it
read
loaded up, but I can't get to it at the moment.
We can't reveal...
You just get to look at my face all night, guys. That's going to be really, really exciting.
If you look
I could do a dance.
I'm just peeking over his shoulder, and there's Ed as well, just behind me.
Oh, yeah, they're here.
Oh, by the way.
Hello. Hello. Okay, well,
In fact, I'm twice. I'm over both.
we're going to keep working on this. So you're going to enjoy it, but I can't see what your comments are.
Sing along live. Sing it with.
Please don't.
Here's the thing. I'm back.
What about me?
Okay, so
you can take me out because we'll.
I'll take Phil out. Take him out. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've lost our wide camera for some reason, but okay. So
I'm lost as well.
Phil votes for the second one. Okay, number 4 is the lie.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Very
good. Number 1 is the lie. Taking out her boss wasn't an accident. From Dylan. Very clever. So we have 3 stories there. So there is a whole. I can see everyone's comments now.
Amazing.
Whole variety of people thinking. Anna thinks it was 333,333. It might have felt like that, Anna, but there were only 3 stories. Taylor thinks it's the second one. So I think it comes down to you 2, actually. So
I'm going to go with Taylor.
I know what I think.
Oh.
But I've got a reputation of getting these wrong.
Right.
And what I think is that it's not number 2.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go number 2. I'm with Taylor.
My head tells me number 1, and it's the stairs and the accidental taking out. But my heart is still on the roller coaster. So I'm going roller coaster.
Okay, I've got the video.
Right.
I am going to say, Ruth, which one's a lie?
So, did you guess correctly? The lie was in fact number 2, Stanborough Lakes. That didn't happen. Sorry. Hopefully I won again. If I didn't, my excuse is that it was really hard to lie to a camera without a reaction from a human being.
Taylor.
Hang on.
Taylor is my hero. He made me get one right. Ta. What were we going to say?
Well, I'm wrong again.
Yeah.
But also, Ruth just said it's harder to lie to a camera than it is to lie to our faces. Did you pick up on that?
I heard something about lying to a camera, but
She said she found it easier to lie to our faces.
wow.
I got it wrong, anyway. Taylor
Hey,
got it right. Did anyone else say 2?
Ruth,
Tia said 2.
Just you wait. Rah!
Boo! I don't know where I'm looking at that one.
One.
What we'll quite easily find out if Ruth watches this back, because we'll
get text.
we'll get text. What? Please don't jump out on me too much. But yeah, no, thank you, Ruth.
Yeah.
That was Ruth.
Here we go.
Goodell.
Here comes Ruth Cordell with 3 stories of a life. 2 are true and 1 is false. Work out which. 2 Ruths and a lie. 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 Which are which?
Wow, that's Ruth. 2 Ruths and a lie.
Tia's singing. Tia likes that.
Tia likes that one. See, I've been thinking about this. It's a really interesting insight into Ruth, isn't it? And I think it'd be really good to dig deeper into this complex person. And there's only one person who can dig deeper into one of our leaders.
Especially, it can't be us, because she can, lie to our faces.
Yeah.
Lie to our faces.
Yes. So we have to hand it over to Emma, who's gonna drill down into Ruth. Things sometimes get a little bit lost in translation, but here's Emma interviewing the wonderful Ruth Cordell.
Welcome to Emma's Life Stories with your host, it's Emma.
Hi Ruth, it's so lovely for you to join us of this week's edition of Emma's Life Stories. I have some questions for you, and the first question is, if you could
boil an egg,
how would you go about it?
Leave it to stew for a little while, or steep maybe.
Question 2. Lord Sugar wants a new business partner. What is the focus of your business plan?
More toilets, because if you ever have somebody to stay, it's useful to have lots of toilets.
Why?
Because you always need a loo when they're in there. That's too much information.
Question 3. If Young Life asked you to complete a task that at first you thought impossible, how would you go about it?
I would put a tea bag in a mug and then pour boiling water over it.
Question 4. Describe your ideal best friend.
A mermaid from a popular Disney movie. She had red hair. She could sing.
Question 5. If you could change one thing at the snap of your fingers, what would it be and why?
A bowl of cornflakes.
Question 6. What is one thing that annoys you most?
Ed.
And the last question. Lastly, what is your favourite part of Young Life?
Ruth Cordell. Ruth Cordell. Ruth Cordell.
Thank Thank you, Ruth. And remember, everyone, that's life.
That's Rick Cordell.
That's life.
I'm sorry I'm so annoying.
Is Kieran the mermaid best friend?
Oh dear.
Golden. Boil an egg.
Lovely. Lovely.
Well done.
How are your chips?
Cold. Anna, you going to do
Anna.
something about it?
There is a microwave right next to me. But
Yes.
it's been unplugged the whole time.
Hey. Spoiler.
What's going on? What's going on?
It's a good
I went
question.
to the chip shop for... What's this?
Magic.
What have you done?
It's Survival Stu.
I've been stitched up.
This is TV land, mate. Anyway, now
Wow.
now we get to now we get to
Let's bring someone else in.
Content.
We've lost control.
Okay, we've lost control. Okay,
Let's
it's
bring
time
someone
to
else.
bring someone else in. It's time. I've forgotten where his. It's time to riddle us, Josh.
Questions, who's looking for answers?
Hashtag full screen Josh.
Riddle us.
Full screen Josh.
Oh, Josh, how's your week been, mate?
Busy, but good.
Busy. Give me 3 things you've achieved.
I did some writing, cleaned up a project I've been working on, and I went to church.
Ah, good answers. Correct. I have checked them against your life blog and found them to be true.
I'm glad someone's reading that.
Yes. Okay, so Josh, every week we need riddles, and you are the man to set us riddles. So Josh, riddle us as we go. Hashtag full screen Josh.
Full screen Josh. All right. Okay, here's the riddle for this time. A man was outside in the rain without an umbrella or a hat, but he didn't get a single hair on his head wet. How did this happen? So that's the riddle. I'll repeat it again. A man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or a hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. How did that happen?
Yes. I think we're getting some. Anna thinks he got all his hairs wet.
Didn't get a single
He didn't get a single one though. So single. Then, how many have you got?
He had a wig on.
He had a wig.
He had no head.
He had no head. This is getting morbid. There's a lot of people saying the same thing here, and that is he had no hair or he was bald. Maddie thinks he was bald.
Said that as well.
Josh, have we hit the nail on the head?
Right away, instantly out of the gate. Yep, he was
You know
bald.
what that gets? Oh no! Oh, that was difficult. Well, at least I didn't press.
Baby, you're
Anyway, because Tim doesn't like us playing that. Do you, Tim?
Why have you got that?
Tim, go boil an egg.
Okay, so we think he was bald. So we have got that. Well done, us. Okay, Josh, we've got time for one more riddle. Tell us your riddle.
Ooh, okay. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
I think I've got this one as well.
I think I need time to think, so I think.
Okay.
Can we come back to this one later?
We'll come back to this.
I have no idea.
I need to write some things down for that.
Okay. In the meantime, Josh, we will come back to you in a minute. In the meantime, it is that time in the evening where we hand over to one of the other leaders, or sometimes it's us, to tell you a bit about what's on their mind. And they have something to share. This week, I'm very excited because it is one of my Hoddesdon crew.
Nice.
The least street person in the world. That's me. And it's our newest member that we're very pleased and proud to have. So it gives me great pleasure to hand over to James Blunderfield. Here he is.
Hi guys, great to be back with you again. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about how Jesus has our best intentions at heart. Now, I don't know how you see God, but the stereotypical view of most people is thinking of God as this dude who's up on a cloud, usually quite angry, big fluffy beard, like throwing lightning bolts and telling people off, never happy. Well, I like to say that that is not the God that I serve, and that is not also the God of the Bible. It's actually quite different how he is. He's actually classed as a father, and Jesus as his son. Now, I'm a father. I have 3 kids, and each one of them have gone through very similar things in life, like certain lessons that they have to learn. And the one that came to mind was about the oven. Now, they obviously see, when they're little and toddling about, they don't know that the oven is dangerous. It's something we have to learn. So, but they see us touch it. So they would see me and my wife touching it as we cook and do stuff around the house. So they think, oh, I can touch that because they are. Now, put yourself in my kids' shoes. They see mum and dad do it. And when they go to touch it, mum and dad say, oh, no, don't touch. Don't do it. Now, to them, it seems like you're stopping them doing something that they should be able to do. But actually, as a parent, we know better because we've been through things and we know more. And we understand things differently. So, we don't let them touch the oven. And we are sometimes seen as the bad guy. And it's the same with God. Sometimes in life, especially with myself growing up, I remember thinking, God, why can't I do these things? You know, why do you say not to go and get drunk? Or my friends are getting drunk, or don't do this, don't do that. And as you see, the Bible is like these real rules that I had to follow. That actually, with hindsight and getting to know God, he was saving me from a lot of things that I could have easily got damaged with. My life would be very different, and I would have been very much hurt in certain situations. Let me give you a little example in the Bible of who God is and how Jesus has our best intentions at heart. So in Jeremiah 29 verse 11 it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." So see there already, God has got things planned out for us because he knows us, he knows what we're going to be good at. He helped create us. And Jesus just wants to guide us through and help us, and even came down to live as a man to show us how the best way to get the most out of life. That's one thing that he promises us, is a full life. And it's such an adventure. So maybe have a little think about that. How do you see God? And how do you see Jesus in your life? Is he this far off distant person? Or is he actually someone that has your best interests at heart? Someone that cares about you deeply? And if you do need to have a chat with someone to find out more, then please just have a chat with one of the leaders. We'd love to have a talk with you and talk to you more about it. But it's really great to have these sorts of discussions and thoughts. And you're not alone. We're here for you. Alright guys, have a great evening, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Yes, thank you so much, James. That is a great thought. I love the idea of stopping and just thinking about who God is to us, and is he a God that stops us doing things, or is it because there's a bigger picture? Is he opening more doors than we can see? There is a bigger plan. If you want to talk about any of the stuff that he has talked about tonight, get in contact. We're all here. And if you want to watch it again, you can watch this show back on YouTube. You can skip through all of Ed talking. You can skip that bit, get to James, get to the good bit, and then yeah, watch it and then get in contact with us.
Awesome. Thank you, James.
Thank you, Kieran. Okay. Ooh. We were solving a riddle.
Mm.
We were halfway through.
Full screen, Josh. Full screen, Josh.
Oh, it's getting darker where Josh is. Josh, where are you?
I'm in Harlow.
Oh, and James is in
Harlow.
James is in Harlow as well.
Hello to you all.
The Harlow crew.
Yes. Okay. Before the break,
talking again.
Where James.
Sorry,
carry on.
Sorry, am I interrupting something? No, fine. Okay, it's fine. They're gone. Closer. So before we had James come and speak to us, you gave us a riddle that a lot of people have guessed the same word. Josh, what was your question?
Okay. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? And you guys got it exactly spot on.
It is
short.
I had a whole series of people shouting short at me. It really reminded me of school. Yeah, I don't know. I'm standing on a box. Anyway, so we got that one. Josh, I heard a secret. Or I heard a rumour that you had one more riddle for us.
One more riddle.
I'm
hoping this one is a lot trickier, and I'm hoping that it'll get you guys thinking. So, I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I? I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I?
Possibly delusional. But no, there will be an answer. Josh, we are going to... there's a lot of people instantly coming up with the same answer.
They're in. Oh.
I think we're going to come back to that because it means I can play this again. Just another theme tune for Sarah. In the meantime,
thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. There we go.
At the beginning, we were asked by yourself what we're looking forward to.
Yes.
So I just want to pass over to Kieran. Sorry,
perfect timing as a meeting. A cold chip. I wish I knew Survival Stu. I wish the microwave was plugged in. But I want to find out what I can do this week to really up my game and get into the survival instinct. Stu.
I'll be back next time after I get back from climbing Ben Nevis in the quickest possible time. So, I'm back. When faced with a daunting challenge like Ben Nevis, some people wouldn't have known where to start. Some people would have started by making sure they had the map the right way up, but some people are not Survival Stu. Stu adapted. Stu survived. And Stu ended up in an IKEA just outside of Edinburgh. But now I'm here to show you how to do the same. I think the lesson we can all learn from this is the importance of planning and being prepared. And if there's somebody that is just that prepared, it's Stu. So think Stu. Stop, think, understand, then plan, improve and deploy. And then you will never be caught out by something you should have seen coming. And a big part of being prepared is checking everything you bring with you. Is everything in working order? Have you prepared everything? Is everything absolutely ready to handle any survival?
Wow.
You okay? Survival Stu, surviving
Incredibly well.
incredibly well.
Good.
A myth, a
I don't know
man.
how
And
they
he
try
is
that, though.
right. Can anyone remember the acronym that? So it was.
Oh yeah.
What was the S?
Shame.
Shame?
No, Emma's saying it's a shame he got cut off by the battery.
Oh, it's
Maddie thinks
Survive, or I can't remember.
Yes,
to rewatch that.
very. I mean, Anna just says stupid again. This is really reminding me of school. Anyway, before we went to Stu, we were trying to riddle us out of Josh's riddle. Let's welcome back Josh.
Josh, whoa!
I think we've learned. If you caught Kieran's reaction to Josh's thing, then you will know how to scare Kieran and how to scare Ruth all from one show.
I think I won up.
Could you want?
I think I got the scaring. I did it.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. Okay, so Josh, your last riddle.
My last riddle.
Oh,
I have lakes with no water. Oh, there it goes. Mountains with no stone, and cities with no buildings. What am I?
Now,
guys, go on. Go ahead.
So many people put the same thing. Map, Monopoly, Ed's Attic. What are you holding, Josh?
That was a slipper.
Right, okay. Slipper. Yes, so is it a map?
It is a map. You guys just keep
man.
smashing it every time.
Map from Dora the Explorer.
To be precise.
Yes,
It's very specific. It's the map from Dora the Explorer. No other map.
Did you get that one, Phil?
Oh, wow.
No.
Do I get that?
Did you get that? Of course you do. Oh! I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, Tim. This is just grown men acting not like grown men.
It's the greatest.
I think
we are just a regular Thursday night.
Josh, thank you very much for riddling us with your maps,
Thank you, Josh.
with your baldness, and with your hashtag first screen Josh. Hashtag full screen Mr. Josh.
Full screen Josh.
Josh, have a great week. We look forward to hearing about your achievements again next week. Goodbye. That was fun.
Good session.
Too much.
Good fun. We've ticked everything off. I messed up our order.
I write everything on a wall over there, and halfway through Ed just went rogue. He started introducing things where they shouldn't be, but he has the power, so we have to go with it. My writing means nothing. My one job here: buying fish and chips, and
we're thankful for the fish and chips.
We are. Well, I mean, we got our own, didn't we, from our
microphone. I was late.
And mine are very cold. So what's happening this week, Philip?
Lots of things are happening. Firstly, I just want to say, tonight, after this, come and hang out. Keep watching us eat cold chips. You're very welcome. We're going to be on Zoom after this. Get a link from a leader. On top of that, this coming week at Hertford, the girls are meeting up, campaigners, Wednesday. Please come and join us for that. Gents, again, it's out there. If you want to explore the Bible, if you want to get into more and learn a bit more, then please do get in touch. Fridays, well, Thursday comes before Friday. Friday this week, Fantastic Friday at 4:15. Football Fridays at 4 o'clock. Next week, Thursday, we're going to be back here. And following that, again, Friday.
I've just seen some content that we need to get onto.
Oh.
Anna says, I exploded an egg in the microwave a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, we could do a whole firework display inside a microwave.
Taylor, this one's for you, mate.
Rogue. Okay, so I think...
What's going on in Hoddesdon? Whoa! What's going on in Hoddesdon?
Hoddesdon, we have campaigners on Tuesday at 4. I believe we're doing it in person. Is that right, Josh?
This week on Zoom. Next week, we're doing it in person on Friday.
Yeah.
So, any more details? Get in touch with Joshua.
Me.
And otherwise, get involved in Football Fridays, get involved in Fun Time Fridays, Chill Out Friday.
Fantastic
Fridays. We'll be here Thursday, 8:05. Next week, we won't have chips. We've been a bit giddy because of the chips, I think. Live at 8:05. Thank you so much for joining us. Tia's brother almost blew up the house because he put a tin of beans in the microwave.
Woo!
James, I almost set fire to my kitchen last year.
This is escalating
One
quickly.
day, I will tell you about the story that I did set fire to my parents-in-law's house.
Hey,
Kitchen.
everybody. Get the Zoom link because you might hear it in just a minute. We're going to be on Zoom.
Get in touch with your leaders, get the Zoom link, and we will see you there. Thank you so much. Here's Tim. Here's Josh. Sarah has... she's already preparing the Zoom.
There is Phil.
And here is Kieran. He knew it was coming. Ah, man. Didn't catch him out. Anyway, have a great week. We shall see you on Zoom. Take care. We'll see you.
Bye.
Thank you.